Onkar mantra together. Arham. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Uvajjayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam. So, पंच नमो यारो सव पाव पडाशनो मंगलानम च सवेसिम padamam havai mangalam. Sorry, give me a second. So this is started. Beta, am I audible to you, Arham?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Sarthak has joined as well, and we are live. So let's see. Let me now share my screen. Can you see the screen, beta, Arham?
Yes, the Chahdhala.
Okay, perfect. So Jai Jinan Bacho, we are starting the Chahdhala now, and let's start with the Mangla Charan. Let's sing the Mangla Charan together, and then we'll go from there. तीन भुवन में सार वीत राग विज्ञानता शिव स्वरूप शिवकार नमहु त्रियोग संहारिके. So, as you know, we always start a Swadhyay with the recitation of the Manglacharan. Manglacharan is a convenience that is put in by the writer of the Shastra to basically as an expression of humility towards our Devshas Guru, either all of them together or a particular Dev Shastra Guru as per the bhav of the poet, the writer, right? And we, whenever a Swadhyay is doing Swadhyay like we are doing, our purpose is, our intent is to use this Mangalacharan to bring our focus together, our Man Vachan Kay Yog together on the study of that Shastra. Right? So it is also an expression of bringing our dhyan on the subject itself. So it's a that way it's a type of a dharmi dhyan. Okay. Now in this Chahdhala Mangalacharan, as you know, Pandit Daulat Ramji has expressed that Vitrag Vigyanta, the science of attaining Vitrag Avastha, equanimity of thought, equanimity itself is the essence of the dharma in this three bhuvans, in this lokakash. This Vitrag Vigyanta on its own is Shiv Swarup. It is embodiment of moksha itself. Shiv is a word used for moksha or the soul that has attained moksha. Okay, so it is an embodiment of Shiv itself, of moksha itself, and it is one that causes moksha. It is Shivkar, and that is why, with the complete sync of my man, vachan, and kaya yoga, I humbly bow down to this science of Vitragta, that is Vitrag Vigyan. Okay, with that said, let's start our Chahdhala Swadhyay. As you know, we are at this point covering the third dhal, the third dhal of the Shastraji. This third dhal is focused upon the the reason for moksha, right? Or the how we can attain moksha. So in the first dhal, what we cover? We covered that there is enough suffering and sorrow in this world in all the four gatis, all the four sansari gati. And then in the second dhal, we understood that the reason for all this transmigration and sorrow and pain and suffering is the is what is called termed as mithyatva or wrong belief, wrong conduct, wrong knowledge, right? The reason for all this is our faith in Kuguru, Kudev, or Kushastra, right? So that is what causes all this transmigration through the four gatis through the different pains and sufferings, right? Then we moved on to the dhal 3. Now, in Dhal 3, the focus has the Panditji, Pandit Daulat Ramji, has shifted the focus to the path of liberation. And here, what he has described is the Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, and Samyak Charit. So, in a way, you can say that the real Dharma starts with Dhal 3. Because in Dhal 3, now we are talking about the solution. In first Dhal and second Dhal, the focus was on the problem statement itself, right? कि भाई पहले तो हम ये तो accept करें ना, the acceptance of the problem that there is enough sorrow and pain and suffering in the multiverse. And then we also understood the cause of that, the root cause of that pain and sorrow and suffering and the transmigration. In the third hall, the focus has shifted to the solution to that problem. Solution being the path of liberation, that is Shivpath, right? And then in the beginning, we understood that Shivpath or Moksha Marg is made up of three lanes. What are the three lanes? Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, and Samyak Charitra. Right? So, Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, Samyak Charitra are the three lanes from wherever we are to a moksha. Right? It's a directed path towards moksha. That's what we understood. Right? And then we started in the various chand of this, we started dwelling into the details. So, first and foremost, what did we understood in Stranger 5? Uh, the householder who follow partial vows and monks in the sixth stage of spiritual development, or what we call as Gunasthan, sixth Gunasthan, you know, with religious activities are Madhyam Antaratma. So, for in the past few dhals, what other things that were explained is the type of Atmas. So, first and foremost, we one way of classifying the Atma is a bonded soul or a Sansari Atma and then a Mukta Atma, right? But then there is another way of classifying also where we classify Atma as Bahiratma and Antaratma. Who are Bahiratmas? Bahiratmas are Atmas that are involved in Mithyatva, right? Who have no clue about what is the right path. They have no intent of following the right path, and even if they have intent to follow the right path, they have a lot of procrastination and laziness that is preventing them to follow the right path, the path of moksha, that is, right? All such atmas are something that we termed as bahiratma. Then we started jumping into the type of antaratmas, right? Now antaratmas are of different types, namely three types: Jaganya Antaratma, Madhyam Antaratma, and the Uch, or the best type of highest जो spiritual level की अंतरात्मास होती हैं. Antaratmas are those atmas that are focused upon the path of salvation, on the Shiv path. They have complete faith in Shiv path or in Moksha Marg. देखो, whoever has samyak gyan, a samyak darshan, samyakatva, that is the one that we consider as antaratma, right? But then in antaratma also there are categories. Okay, so first is those souls who have right faith but do not follow any vows are jaganya antaratma. They somehow have got to the right path, they have complete faith in the right path also, that is, they have samyakatva, but they are not able to take the vows because of their limitations, है ना? Whatever they are. So such atmas are called as jaganya antaratmas. Then madhyam antaratmas are those householders who have taken anuvrats, that is partial vows, or monks who are in the sixth stage of spiritual development, that is, they have taken the Mahavrats, and they have elevated themselves to the sixth stage of spiritual development also. Right? So, देखो, there are 14 stages of spiritual development. We'll cover that topic sometime, some other time. But just to understand, if somebody is at the sixth stage of spiritual development, that means they are already Mahavratis, they are already Munis, they are already Digambar sadhus. It's just that they have also expressed samyakatva, and they are doing tap and sayyam to reach the state of equanimity, vitaranta, that is, they are making conscious efforts towards that. So they already have samyakatva, they already have samyak darshan, they have samyak gyan, and they also have samyak charitra. Okay. So that's what we covered. Then those who have attained the highest spiritual developments are of two types. So now Uttam Antaratmas jo hote hain, the best type of Antaratmas, they can be classified further into two. Sakal Paramatma, that is with who have body, and those Nikal Paramatma who do not have body. Ab isko samjho. Uttam Antaratmas are either arihant or siddh. देखो, with body are arihant who are already practicing shukla dhyan. They have got rid of their four ghati type of karma, and they are further ahead in the game, है ना? And that obviously they are destined to become मुक्त soul. ठीक है? अब निकल परमात्मा क्या होते हैं? Without body. That means they are सिद्ध gati jeeves or मुक्त jeeves, right? The ultimate goal, who have attained moksha already. So जब निकल परमात्मा वर्ड आए ना, तो उसको ऐसे समझो कि दे आर ऑलरेडी हायर बींग्स, परमात्मा है. देखो, मैंने एक थोड़ा सा बताते हुए थोड़ी सी गलती कर दी. सो देर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ आत्मास: अंतरात्मा, बहिरात्मा, अंतरात्मा एंड परमात्मा. ठीक है ना? सो परमात्मा आर द वंस हु आर द मोस्ट बेस्ट टाइप ऑफ आत्मास, है ना? और उसमें हम ये बात कर रहे हैं सकल परमात्मा की और निकल परमात्मा की, अरिहंत एंड सिद्ध. ओके, लेट मी डू अ चेक हियर. अरहम, is everything, are you able to follow what I am saying?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not able to see the screen. Who else is online? Are, who else apart from you, Arham, is online? Tattva and
Hello.
Sarthak, are you on?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, beta. Just wanted to check. I'm using a different screen today, so I cannot see it at the same time. So I would
Okay.
greatly. Okay, so let's now go to Strangia 6. The topic for today's. We'll only cover Strangia 6 today. We'll not go Strangia 7 because these are very deep concepts. है ना? Let me know if you can see the screen with Strangia 6, where we are describing the characteristics of Jeev Tattva. Do you see that screen? One of you, can you confirm, please?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so let's recite it. ज्ञान शरीरी त्रिविधि कम कर्म ममल व्यर्जित सिद्ध महंता ते है निकल अमल परमात्म भोगे शर्म अनंता बहिरात्मा बहिरात्मता हे जानी तजी अंतर आत्म हुजे परमात्म को ध्याय निरंतर जो निज आनंद पूजे. So in this stranger, पंडित जी इज कवरिंग द नेचर ऑफ लिबरेटेड सोल्स, है ना, जिनको हम परमात्मा बोलते हैं. देखो, परमात्मा इन हिंदू ट्रेडिशन इज अ वर्ड दैट इज यूज्ड फॉर गॉड, राइट, और द ओमनीसिएंट ओमनीपोटेंट गॉड. In Jain context, yes, they are omniscient, yes, they are omnipotent, but they are not the doers or destroyers of the world. Right? They have rather freed themselves from all such bindings. They have now become Siddh. They have now become Nikal Paramatma, or at least they have become Sakal Paramatma, right? Arihant Bhagwan. So their purpose is not about doing for the driving the world or managing the world, but rather freeing themselves from this worldly cycle altogether. Somebody who has freed themselves from the world cycle, why would they want to stay in the cycle itself or endorse the cycle itself, right? So it doesn't make sense at all. इसलिए हमारे कॉन्टेक्स्ट में जब हम जैन धर्म के परस्पेक्टिव से परमात्मा को डिफाइन करते हैं, तो वी से दैट परमात्मा is omnipotent, is omniscient, but most importantly, they are inward looking. They have freed themselves from all the karma, and they have now established themselves in themselves. Right? They have become of the absolute. They have become the Paramatma, and they have no reason or intent to drive this world whatsoever, or in whatever sense. Okay, so that's what is important to understand. Now let's get to the meaning. So what is the meaning of this chand, this strange? One of the liberated great souls, the siddh, are without body. देखो, ये सब टर्म सिनोनिम्स होती है ना। और हम पंचपरमेष्ठी में भी सिद्ध नमो सिद्धानम बोलते हैं। तो सिद्ध क्या क्या हो सकते हैं, क्या सिनोनिम्स है? निकल परमात्मा, दैट्स अ टर्म यूज्ड फॉर सिद्ध। मुक्त जीव, that's another term used for siddh. Shiv is another term used for siddh. Those who have freed themselves from all eight types of karma, ghati and aghati. In other words, they are without body. They have perfect knowledge and their perfect knowledge means they have kevalya gyan. They are sarvagya. They are completely free from all the three types of karmic filth. They shall remain forever in eternal spiritual bliss because they are free souls. They have the four infinite chatushtay, the infinite darshan, infinite gyan, infinite charitra, infinite sukh, and infinite strength. They have all those. They have, they, that's why we say they are epitome. They are the symbol of infinity, right? They shall remain forever in eternal spiritual bliss, renounce the state of Bahiratma. They have already long back, renounced the state of Bahiratma, right? They have not just established Samyakatva. Beyond that, they also have established Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, Samyak Charitra. They have, with their tap and Sanyam and the power of Mahavrat, they have enriched their soul with the Shrut Gyan, and then ultimately established themselves in Shukla Dhyan. And with Shukla Dhyan, they have first got rid of their four aghati karma, and then ultimately got rid of their leftover four ghati karma also. And with that, they have become Paramatma. So another synonym for Siddha Gati Jeev is Paramatma. In particular, the Nikal Paramatma. Right? So it is worth, they have attained the state of Antaratma and meditate always over Paramatma for attaining eternal spiritual bliss. Okay, so now let's do this conversation. Arham, can you play the role of real me? And Sarthak, if you can play the role of mixed me, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead, beta. You are mixed me. So, Sarthak, you will have to go first.
Oh, okay. So we saw the definition of Nikal, Ni no Tal body. Paramatma is Siddh Bhagwan is last in last Gatha. Please
Gatha.
explain further.
Gatha.
Okay, Gatha.
Gatha is a stranger. Okay, please explain further. Okay, go ahead, Arham.
The one who does not have three kinds of karmas has infinite perception, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, and the entire knowledge is their body, is Sid Bhagwan, and he is called as Nikal Paramatma.
Nikal means bodiless. Okay, let's go ahead.
Great. What is Karm?
Very nice question. A living being has Rag Dvesh. This attracts a lot of karmas. Karman Vardgyan.
Karman Vargana. Okay, so
Oh,
karma is a particle, है ना? The particle is made up of these conjugates. These are called as varganas, right? So vargana is like a free electron. Think of it like a free particle. When and these free particles, there are of 23 types. One of them is the karman varganas. They come together. Think of them as waves, right? You know about wave and particle theory, right? So similar concept construct is defined in our shastra also. Not exactly same, but there, right? That's how our reality is defined. So these varganas, these particles or quantums from the vargana come together to form a carbon particle. है ना? That's what these varganas are. Okay. So what happens is a living being has rag dvesh, and with that rag dvesh they attract lot of karman varganas, which get first asrav happens, and then they get bonded with the soul, which, and these karman varganas are basically pudgals, right? So there are 23 types of these varganas or particles or fields of particles, which or fields of waves, rays, which come together to form one of the type of the pudgals. It gets and these, in this particular case, these Karman particles get attached to the living beings, and these attached Karman particles are called as karm. Okay, let's keep going. Yes, bolo beta. Please stay unmuted, Arham and Sarthak, so we can move
Yeah,
fast.
your thing was blocking it. Nice explanation. Now, how many types of karm are there?
There are three types of karm: Dravya karm, Bhav karm, and no karm.
Please explain each one of them. Let's start with Dravya, matter then.
Yeah, Jnanavarnya karm, wait, Jnanavarnya, obstructing karm of knowledge, or Dravya karm.
What is bhav? Incredible feelings from.
Dravya karm that leads to attachment of karm with soul, which in turn makes rag, dvesh,
Makes the soul ragi and dveshi. Go ahead.
passionate love, hatred, full of kashai and wisdom. Less is called as bhav karm.
ओके, सो इसको ऐसे बोला है कि द्रव्य कर्म ड्राइव्स भाव कर्म. ओके, दैट्स द एसेंस ऑफ लास्ट टू स्लाइड्स, है ना. सो द्रव्य कर्म इज लाइक द ज्ञानावर्ण, दर्शनावर्ण, मोहनी, अंतराय, नाम, आयु. All these type of karma are called as dravya karma, right? There are eight general categories, right? So these type of karma are called as dravya karma, okay, which are more, I would not say they are tangible, but they are more more extrinsic. They are external, right? Now, because of these external terms, when they get attached to the soul, they cause a fluctuation in the yoga of the soul. They cause either mano yoga, vachan yoga, or kaya yoga. That vibration into the soul's special points is what is defined as dravya, is defined as the bhav karma, right? So soul, rather than staying as equanimous, like all the vibrations staying in a uh, equanimous state, they start vibrating beyond their band, which is they start exhibiting rag and dvesh. They start exhibiting passions, right? Or kashayas, the four type of kashayas. That type of karma is called as bhav karma. In other words, the reflection of dravya karma onto the soul's space points is termed as bhav karma. है ना? That's what it is. Okay, next.
Wonderful explanation. What is no
So,
karma?
yeah, in this case, no is not the English word no. No. Okay, this is a Hindi word no. Okay, no karm. So let's read this. Yeah. पढ़ो बेटा. Uh, Arham.
Uh, the Pudgal
Skandh.
skand matter
Skandh is
particle,
like a molecule, a conjunct, right? A Pudgal molecule, which, yeah, go ahead, keep reading.
which creates
Audarik, Vyakrayik,
aldaric gross body, stol
Sharir,
sharir,
Vyakrayik,
bacteriac transformable body,
Aharak,
aharak
Reshnal,
translocational body from the body of the Muni
Muniat,
at sixth stage of spiritual development, and Tejas luminous body forms are called as Nokar.
Knocker, right? तो देखो क्या होता है ना, human, like the bonded souls, they acquire bodies, okay, and every being has different type of bodies, right? And the way it is there are four type of bodies defined. There is Karman body, Audaric body, Vakrek body, Aharak body, and Tejas body. Uh, they are all formed by Pudgals, right? The inanimate particles when they get attached to a soul. At a given point in time, every person every being could have, every sansari being to be more precise, could have, uh, they always have Karman body, they always have Tejas body, they always have Audaric body, or not, right? Some jeeves, so at max they can have three bodies, right? So जैसे human beings के लिए कहते हैं, normal human beings, they all have Karman body, they all have Tejas body, and they also have Audaric body, the gross body that we see outward, which is more tangible, right? But then Devgati jeeves and Narki jeeves, instead of Audaric body, they have a different type of body which is called as the Vakarik Sharir, or transformable body. It kind of changes the shape, right? It's shape shifting kind of body. That's called as Vakarik body. And then there is a different, very highly powerful Riddhi body, very magical body, which is called as Aharak body. Aharak body is only present in the Munis, in may be present in some of the munis who have attained sixth stage and have attained that riddhi, right? By this riddhi they can translocate themselves, so while their audaric sharir may stay at one place, but they can carry their uh, they can teleport basically. They can take their Karman body and Tejas body to a different multiverse altogether, or to a different place in the same universe altogether. That's a spiritual power. That's a riddhi, right? It is not available with all souls, all type of jeeves. In certain, in devs and in certain type of highly refined muni, highly tapasvi munis, sometime this riddhi is present. ओके, सो वो यहां बता रखा है, और ऐसे बताया कि ये जो शब्द है इसको नौ कर्म बोलते हैं. द पुद्गल स्कंद विच क्रिएट्स दीज टाइप ऑफ बॉडीज, द three type of named bodies that are talked about here: the Audaric body, Vakarik body or Aharak body, and Tejas. Four type of bodies is called as नौकर्म. देखो, एक दो तीन चार पांच टाइप की बॉडी होती है. आई थिंक मैंने पहले चार बोल दिया था, पांच टाइप की: कार्बन शरीर, तेजस शरीर, आहारक शरीर, वैकरिक शरीर एंड औदरिक शरीर. एंड आउट ऑफ देम a particular normal being always have three bodies. ठीक है ना? Normal human beings, three bodies. तिर्यंच, three bodies. What are the three? Karman body, Tejas body, and Audaric body. ठीक है ना? Vakarik and Aharak are like more refined and transferable bodies which are not present in normal human beings. ठीक है? तो ये जो चार बॉडीज है, एक्सेप्ट द कार्बन बॉडी, जो चार बॉडीज बनती हैं, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ नौकर्म. ठीक है ना? पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ पुद्गल स्कंस, right? I remember I told you there are 23 type of varganas or pudgals, right? Out of them there are certain type of varganas that are responsible for audaric body or vakarik body or aharak body or tejas body. उन सब वर्गनाओं को, those pudgal skans or varganas are called as, when they get bonded to a soul, they are termed as नौकर्म. ठीक है ना? जब तक वो बॉन्ड नहीं होते, जब तक वो फ्री पार्टिकल्स हैं, फ्री पुद्गल पार्टिकल्स है, तब तक हम उन्हें वर्गना बोलते हैं. व्हेन दे गेट बॉन्डेड विद द सोल, दे आर टर्म्ड एज कर्म. इन दिस पर्टिकुलर केस वी कॉल देम एज नो कर्म. ठीक है? मेक सेंस? ओके, लेट्स कीप गोइंग. ओके बेटा, पढ़िए आगे.
Hmm. Can you please repeat who is called as Gyan Shari, body made
शरीर.
up, Shahiri, body made up of knowledge?
The Siddh Bhagwan who is without Dravyakarm, Bhavkarm, and Nokarm, and who has destroyed all Jnana ver-
वर्णीय. वो ज्ञाना वर्णीय
Verniya
हो गया, वो ज्ञाना वर्णीय है एक्चुअली. इट्स अ टाइपो.
are called as Gyan Shariri.
है ना? सो ज्ञान शरीरी इज ए लॉजिकल टर्म. इट्स नॉट आई हैव नॉट read about it that much in our shastra ji, right? But we should understand what it means. Gyan shariri means bodiless. In other words, the body is made up of gyan itself, samyak gyan itself, right? So जैसे बोला ना, परमात्मा बोल सकते हैं, सिद्ध बोल सकते हैं, निकल परमात्मा बोल सकते हैं, मुक्त जीव बोल सकते हैं, वैसे एक और टर्म आ गई, एक और सिनोनिम आ गया, उसको बोलते हैं ज्ञान शरीरी, राइट? हु इज विदाउट द्रव्य कर्म, भाव कर्म एंड नौ कर्म, एंड हु हैज डिस्ट्रॉयड ऑल ज्ञानावर्णीय कर्म। अच्छा, इसमें एक थोड़ा सा है कि ओनली ज्ञानावर्णीय कर्म की बात हो रही है। दोज हु हैव डिस्ट्रॉयड ज्ञानावर्णीय कर्म आर ज्ञान शरीरी, है ना? लेकिन अगर आप इसको देखो तो क्योंकि उनके कोई भाव कर्म, नौ कर्म, द्रव्य कर्म कुछ नहीं है, दे आर बॉडीलेस, सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दे आर द मोक्ष, द जीव्स इन द मोक्ष गति और इन द सिद्धशिला, और हु आर सिद्ध देमसेल्फ। ओके, लेट्स कीप गोइंग। चलिए आगे, सॉरी, या पढ़िए बेटा।
Wonderful explanation. How many types of Dravya Kan are there and what is their nature?
Let's see their names in nature. Dravya, Dravya, wait, what? Dravyakarm has the nature of putting cover on knowledge.
ज्ञानावर्ण
Dashnavarni.
कर्म, बेटा आप क्या पढ़ रहे हो? ज्ञानावर्ण
What?
कर्म लिखा
Oh wait, I'm on. Oh,
है।
Gyanavarnyakarm. Gyanavarnyakarm has the nature of putting cover of knowledge. Dashnavarnyakarm has the nature of putting cover on normal darshan or of anything. Vednyakarm has the nature of giving sukh dukh. Mohiniyakarm does not let you have tattva
श्रद्धान,
shraddhan
श्रद्धान,
and does not let you take s- what?
संयम।
Oh, Sanyam.
You should read the
Ayu,
English word in bracket also. That's there for a reason.
oh, Ayukarm. Just, just let a jeev stay in any one life form. Namkarm gives you various body forms. Got, Gotrakarm makes you do work in higher low behavior patterns. Antrayakarm stops you from doing donation, etc.
Arthak, it's your turn.
Very nice. We hear so many times about Aghatya Karm. Can you please explain what is Aghatya Karm?
So the first four, right, out of the eight Dravya Karm that we read about, the first four are termed as Aghatya Karm. Yeah. Read, go ahead.
The karm that does not obstruct or violate innate qualities of jiv, living being, is called as aghatya karm. Out of eight karmas, four are ghatya and four are aghatya.
So for Ghati are those which obstruct or violate the innate nature of qualities of the soul. What is the innate nature of soul? It's fourfold. Uh, Anant, Anant Darshan, Anant Gyan, Anant Sukh, and Anant Veer, right? The karma that obstruct this innate quality of Jeev is one that we term as Aghati Karma. So when Kevalya Gyan happens, first these four Aghati Karma goes away, right? Sorry, four, for these four, give me a second, did I confuse myself? Yes. Out of the eight, the four are Ghati and four are Aghati. So the Ghati Karma are one that violate the innate qualities of jeeves, while the aghati karma, they do not violate the innate quality of the jeeves. What are the innate quality of jeeves? The four that I described, the anant chatushtais, right? तो जो later four है उनको हम घाती कर्म बोलते हैं। नाम, आयु, नाम, आयु, गोत्र एंड अंतराय। Okay, so those are later. Okay. So now this is a slide on karma, right? This is a description of karma, ghati and aghati. Aghati are Vedni, Ayu, Nam, and Gotra, while ghati are Mohani, Jnanavarni, Darshanavani, and Antaray. Okay. So that's what it is. Now let's go to next one. Yes. Read this, beta.
Yeah, okay. Well explained. Sometimes I really wonder, what is the basis of real happiness?
Aram.
Leave or discard all the attributes of
Bahiratma.
Bahiratma and become Antaratma, and then constantly worship or meditate about
Paramatma.
Paramatma. This is the basis of real happiness.
Okay, so I think we have covered the topic, है ना? तो देखो इसमें सबसे important चीज क्या है? This is where we have talked about many concepts, but most importantly, understand this concept of karma, right? So there are three type of broad categories of karma: dravya karma, which is the four type of karma that are made, the eight type of karma that are made up of the karma and varganas. And when our soul goes out of its place and gets out, which is what is called as in vibhav, then there happens an asrav, right? The asrav, when a soul does rag and dvesh, it causes asrav, the fluctuation of these carbon vargana particles. They start coming influx towards the soul, and then ultimately they bond with the soul. The bonded karma with the soul are considered as dravya karma. They are of eight types, which we covered. The first four are termed as ghati karma, which violate or obstruct one or more of the innate nature of the soul or innate quality of the soul, while the later four are considered as the aghati karma, which do not obstruct or violate the nature of the soul. So, namely, the first four ghati karma are Darshanavani, Jnanavarni, Mohani, and Antray, and the later are which are called as Aghati karma are called as Nam, Ayu, Gotra, and Vedaniya. ठीक है? The reflection of these dharma, the dravya karma on the soul or the soul's special points are called as bhav karma. Okay, and then there is this other category of karma which are called as no karma. No karma are those which are responsible for the formation of the other four type of bodies that a being acquires, depending on in whichever gati they are born. What are these four? They are the Audarik Sharir, the Vakrek Sharir, the Aharak Sharir, and the Tejas Sharir. Okay, so that's what it is. While at the other side, the Karman Sharir is formed because of the Dravya Karma, right? The attachment of Dravya Karma with the soul. Okay, so that's the most important concept here, which is given here. Okay, ठीक है. Beta, any question? We are going to end today at this only because it's in itself very deep stranger. Any question, Arham or Sarthak?
No.
Okay. In that case, let's do Jinwani Stuti. तीर्थंकर की ध्वनि गणधर ने सुनी, अंग रचे चुनि ज्ञानमयी, जो सो जिनवर वाणी शिव सुख दानी, त्रिभुवन मानी पूज्य भई। जावाणी के ज्ञान से सूझे लोकालोक, ते वाणी मस्तक धरूं देहु सदा धोक। हे जिनवाणी भारती माँ तो हे जपू दिन रैन, जो तेरी शरणा गए माँ सो पावे सुख चैन। जय जिनेन बच्चों, उत्तम क्षमा। See you in the next Pathshala class.
No, no, no.
जय जिनेन।